Okay, your trail name's Pappy.
That's right.
And you, how'd you get it?
Oh, I had it for over 30 years practically, at least 30. Is when my granddaughter was born. You know, the other parents were grandparents, and then they had to pick a name for me. So my daughter picked Pappy, and I've been sticking with it.
All right. So we were just chatting before I started filming you. You got some quite accomplishments with the PCT, and what else were you telling me there?
CDT, Appalachian Trail, Colorado Trail, Chilco Trail, Long Trail.
My goodness.
I did all those.
Can I ask you how old you are, sir?
I'm 87.
And you're still hiking. Fantastic.
Yes. Yeah, I was born in 1931
Fantastic.
in Lithuania.
Pardon me?
I was born in 1931 in Lithuania.
Lithuania. Okay, you're the first person from Lithuania that I've interviewed.
But I only lived there like 10 years.
Yeah.
9.
So is this a through hike for you on this trail?
Yes.
Did you start in Springer or?
Springer Mountain.
What month was it?
March 5th.
Man, you're keeping up with the younger ones.
Well,
you know?
Not really. But it's much more difficult now than it was when I was 65.
I would say so. You're an inspiration.
Well, I hope it'll help some people.
Okay. Well, Pappy, I won't keep you any longer. Godspeed in your travels, sir, and be safe.
Thanks a lot.
Let me get a picture of the back of your pack there with your patches.
And the same to you.
Turn on a little more so I can see them. Okay, you got the Appalachian Trail on there, Pacific Crest Trail, the Continental Divide. All right. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Okay, have a nice day.
Okay. Godspeed in travels. Be safe.
Thank you.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, we're just chatting a little bit. So you guys are gunning for Katahdin, all three of you.
Yes, sir.
Did you start out together or did you buddy up?
Yes, we started out together. We went to college together.
Okay. So let me hear your stories. So when did you start?
We started March 20th. It's been great so far.
Okay. Any issues initially, maybe blisters or anything with the feet?
Her toes were numb for the first couple weeks.
Wow.
We've been very blessed with good health.
Yeah, I got Giardia.
Okay.
We had to take 4 zeros there in Irwin.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's over. It's done.
Is the shoe issue corrected? Were they too small initially?
I think so.
Yeah, that's usually it. The toenails lifting.
Yes.
That's for sure sign.
I can feel my toes. No more Giardia, so that's good.
So let me get your trail names before I forget.
Keeper.
All right, what's the story there?
Well,
there's always a story.
Yes, there is. I think it's a lot of different reasons combined. One of them is that I want to be a beekeeper and that I want to have like a farm with animals. But then another reason is that I collect a rock from each state, and I don't keep them with me. I send them home. So
okay.
I wanted a tiny rock from each state. So that was kind of how it got.
Well, I don't think you're short of any rocks out here. From
yes, no, we got a lot to choose from.
All right, how about you?
Trail name. My trail name is Roast because
okay.
I'm very sarcastic, and people say that I roast them.
Oh, okay. All right. So whereabouts did you pick that up? Like day one, or?
It was about a week or two in. Yeah. I was kind of reluctant to take it at first, and then I was like, okay, I guess I'll do that.
Alrighty. And last but not least,
I'm Bliss. And I say it was because I was blissfully ignorant in all of the planning and trying to decide where to go. I was just happy to do whatever.
So if you guys hit the trail together, I mean, I guess you knew about it prior, or did you meet up and, I mean, you're friends, you said.
Oh, yes,
so who was the logistics behind it?
Yeah, it was my idea at first, and so it was her and I. We had planned on it before we got into grad school. We had planned on doing this after we graduated grad school, so for about 3 years we were planning on doing it. And then I guess probably a year before we set out, Roast decided she came and asked us and said if she could do it with us, and we were like, yeah, sure. So,
all right.
I was lucky to have 2 friends that I could rope into doing it with me.
Yeah, and I ask the same genre of questions every year, and it's amazing, and you get different answers every year, but nearly the same.
Oh yeah.
How do you get this much time to hike 2,000 miles plus?
Well, I think for all of us, we were in a pretty unique situation because we had just finished grad school, and so it was like we'd probably be getting a new job anyways. We weren't married yet. We didn't have kids yet. We had saved up for 3 years for this, and so it was kind of like, well, it's now or never. You know, this is our time that we're able to do this, and
Okay.
so.
So you all fit the same mold then.
Yes.
Okay. Now this question though is going to be different. It's going to be tailored to each of you.
Okay.
Why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you? I mean, you got to admit it's rain,
oh, yeah.
snow, mud, day after day. I mean, what's there? What's the driving force?
I think a lot of it, I mean, we all kind of grew up athletes, and so I think a lot of it is that challenge aspect. And I mean, this is definitely the hardest thing physically, mentally, emotionally, relationship-wise we've had to do, I would guess, for our entire lives so far. I don't know, there's something about the challenge. I think we're all pretty competitive, and so it's, I guess, reaching that goal, and
Okay.
it's, you know, it's a good thing to say, I've done this.
It can't hurt.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it can hurt,
Looks
but
good on
overall,
resume.
it won't hurt. Yes. Yeah. And you?
Well, mine is definitely trying to challenge and push myself, and I'm trying to do more things that scare me so that I'm not afraid to do things in the future.
Okay.
But that's about it.
All righty. And last?
I don't want to live a normal life. So, like, I feel like a lot of times people graduate, get a job, and jump right into the workforce. And I just think there's something about, like, not living normally and kind of just stepping outside of the comfort zone and molds of what Americans are doing right now. And
Okay.
so I think it's cool to have a story.
Well, heck, I got a guy for you, man. He's 25. Sounds just like you, but he's my son, so. All right. Okay, well, listen, ladies, Godspeed in your travels. Be safe, okay?
Thank you very much.
How you doing, man?
Doing well.
Gunning for Katahdin?
Yes, I am.
All right, when'd you leave and where from?
I left at Amicalola Falls, did the Approach Trail, and that was April 15th
Okay.
this year.
How you feeling this far in?
This far in, feeling really good. I shrunk out of my original pack, so I upgraded and
Okay.
fitting well. So
All right.
so far so good.
How about any physical issue like feet, blisters, whatnot?
You know, I had some blisters and some peeling, heavy peeling the first week. Then I got this really nice layer of heavy pink-looking baby skin feet, but that was really hard, and I haven't had a blister since.
Good.
Had a lot of wet feet here the last couple weeks. I think I brought the Washington weather with me.
Oh, yeah. So let me have your trail name before I forget.
My trail name is Highlander. I got it from the kilt,
Okay.
but I think it also fits because I come from the highlands of the Pacific Northwest.
Okay. So how you get this much time, man, to hike 2,100 miles?
It's been a long process. It actually started about 1.5 years ago when I tried to schedule some vacation to go see my son graduate college over at WSU. And
Okay.
being a manager of a hardware store, they don't really want you to go too far and always be in contact. And then
Yeah.
so I was scheduling it. I realized I was doing the job for my son to, fulfill his dreams. So now I'm in the hiatus mode to fill my dreams. So this is kind of my last hurrah. I'm out here. I want to achieve something, that I feel is pretty great, and move on to something I want to do.
Yeah.
I tear up sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's emotional.
Yeah.
I hear it. I hear I quit my job, and I hear people having, it's a change of life.
Yeah, and it's it just kind of timed out perfect. As I was researching the trail, it's the 70th anniversary of Earl's Walk.
Uh-huh.
A lot different.
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
It's the 50th anniversary of the National Trail System, so it's System Act. So it's a pretty neat thing. I'm enjoying the history. That's something that I've always been interested in. I'm enjoying the fact that I'm walking through some states for the very first time on feet, rather than rolling
Yeah.
through on a motor
Yeah.
vehicle. So it's been an enjoyable trip,
Good.
travel, even with the wet weather.
Yeah. Seen any bears?
I've seen 4 of them.
Whereabouts?
The first 2 were in the Smokies. Mama had brought her newborn baby up, get him up away from the daddies down there that might eat him, and put him up in a tree, and she was taking a nap at the base of the tree. She was pretty pleasant as we walked by. When I came back with my phone to snap a picture, she wasn't too happy and slapped the ground in front of me, and I kind of moved on and let her take her nap. The next one was just outside of Hampton, and saw him running across the trail as I was going up Pond Mountain. And then the last one recently was just below the Saunders shelter above the Virginia Creeper Trail. I think he didn't hear me until the last minute because of the sound of the river.
Yeah.
And for that moment there, I hesitated 'cause he was still pretty small, and I thought he might be still of the age when he's with Mom. So I kind of hesitated 5-10 minutes looking around, made sure Mom wasn't behind me or near me. But I believe he was probably the first year on his own. So he scooted up the hill, and I just kept on the trail. So.
Okay. Other than what you told me earlier about, the connection with the trail and just change of pace, I mean, it's 2,100 miles. There's something, though, underneath, in addition to what you said, that I don't know if you can get it out any deeper, but that's it. I mean, there's something there, and I ask the hikers for it, and sometimes they blow it right out, and other times they struggle for it. But I think at the core, it's the same drive, but every day, mud, rain, and everything.
Yeah, I agree. I was just talking to a few fellow hikers that are probably down the line behind us. I kind of try to run into everyone and ask them what their incentive and their goals and what they want to accomplish in the trail. It seems everyone has a little different skew to it, but in the end, there's something intrinsically similar that you can't quite put words to.
Yep. All right, man, I won't hold you any longer.
All right.
Godspeed in your travels.
Great to meet you.
Hey, how are you?
I'm good.
You were telling me you're got a plan for Katahdin, right?
I'm trying.
Okay.
Every step of the way.
When'd you leave, and where'd you leave from?
I started March 15th at Amicalola.
Okay. What is that, a train?
I think so. Yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, the tracks are just right over there.
Okay. How's it been going since? Did you work out all the issues with the blisters and feet and all that stuff?
I already knew I was going to have blisters from the start, so I got them done pretty early. I've been having your random hiker sores off and on in the feet and knees, but for the most part, I'm still trekking, 600 miles in.
Yeah,
So.
that in itself's a hike.
Yeah.
What's your trail name before I forget?
I'm Bear Box.
Bear Box, okay. How do you get this much time, Bear Box, to hike 2,000 some odd miles?
I graduated college 2 years ago, was living abroad for a year, got back, and I didn't have any obligations.
Okay.
So I figured now is the best time before I have to start doing adult things, and I wanted to hike it for a while, and here I am.
All right, well, final question. 2,100 plus miles, what's driving you? There's something there that makes you get up in the rain and the mud and all that?
I'm still asking my question every day. I couldn't tell you. Maybe I'll realize it once I get to Katahdin, but
Okay.
you never know.
You had any?
Just here.
Have you had any Virginia blues yet?
Not really. I actually am loving Virginia a lot. The Grayson Highlands are amazing. Everything after that is just beautiful. The waterfalls before you, I think it's after Damascus actually. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But everything is just, I don't know, Virginia is just gorgeous. I don't understand how people can get the blues here. It's just so much fun. There's nonstop cool things to see and do.
From what I understand, it's like the longest state with the AT in it, and
Yeah, but
the hikers are looking for another border, right? Another state.
I don't know. I guess for me, I just keep looking forward to the next cool thing. Like, you get Damascus right out of the bat. Then you have the Highlands. Then you have McAfee's Knob and Dragon's Tooth. And then you got the Shenandoahs. And then after that, West Virginia's not that far. And then you're halfway. Well,
There you go.
figuratively halfway.
That's
so
right.
that's how I've been looking at it. I've just been going from cool thing to cool thing till I'm out of Virginia.
Okay, well, I won't hold you any longer. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Thank you.
Picture or video? This is a video. You all right with that?
Oh, yeah.
All right, I got your verbal written permission.
Yes.
All right, well, it's been running anyway, so it's there. Good morning.
Good morning.
How's everybody feeling today?
Good.
Pretty good, a little wet, but trudging through.
Yeah, it was wet yesterday, at least up here. You were saying you're targeting Katahdin. When did you leave?
I left on March 20th.
Okay, how'd everything go initially? Feet, that thing, feet, legs.
I had
Blisters.
some major foot issues and leg issues. And so then I got new shoes, and then I got a new pack, and now, hopefully,
Everything
cross
dialed
my
in?
fingers, they're good.
Everything feeling good?
Yeah, for the last,
4 or 5 days. Felt good.
Okay. How about you? Did you guys, are you together?
No, we
You buddied up?
started separately or solo, I guess you could say. But I started on March 20th too.
Okay.
And then we met on the first night, been hiking together since
Okay.
like day 2 or 3. And it was pretty cold the first night.
All right. How about you?
I also started on March 20th, and I was also solo. I did.
Yeah.
And I just bounce around with them. I'm not with them all the time.
Okay.
And yeah, the beginning really wasn't so bad for me. More recently, I've had a lot of psychological issues with the monotony of the trail.
Yeah.
And the rain yesterday
Yeah.
just about killed me. So.
Yeah. Well, you are in Virginia. You know, the little thing called Virginia blues is.
Yeah.
If you haven't, I know you've heard that term.
Absolutely,
no.
yeah.
What's your trail name before I forget?
My name is Fitty.
How did you get it? There's a story behind it always.
Fitty stands for F it, I'll try it.
Okay.
And I got it in a bar in Gatlinburg.
All right.
People have been trying to call me Try It or Open Mind.
Yeah.
That seemed a little weird, so Fitty stuck.
Well, I'd say it's pretty much negated now because you're what, almost 700 miles in now? How far are you?
Yeah.
Past 650.
Yeah, we passed
Yeah,
that.
6:50.
How about you? What's your trail name?
I'm Jukebox.
Okay. How'd you get it?
I was having a really cruddy day on like the 3rd or 4th day. It was just snowing, sleeting, raining, and I made up a song about my trekking poles to pass the time, and then I sang it to everyone at the shelter.
Can you give me a quick sample of it
God.
without going all through it? Just give me the main chorus line or whatever you call it.
Okay, well, it's to the tune of God Bless America.
Okay. Yeah, look, she's on the spot now.
God bless my trekking poles, poles I used to hike. Plant beside me and guide me on the ups and the downs and in the night.
All right. Somebody clap for me, would you? All right.
Thank you.
All right. So okay, yeah. I got your trail name. I'm still waking up.
I'm Girl Scout. I got it because I was very prepared, which is why I had so much pack weight. And
Yeah.
so now I do not have nearly as much stuff with me.
Okay. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
Minnesota.
Wow. Okay, that's a ways away. And the big question, the philosophical one, why? Why do you want to hike 2,100 something miles? What makes you get up every day in the rain, the mud?
The people you meet on the trail. Everyone's so nice. Even like the people in the towns who pick you up and they at least want to know your story, and it gets me up in the morning.
All right. All right. How about you?
I've wanted to do it for 3 years, and because everything lined up with my job, and I have little responsibility at home, so now is perfect timing. And it's been the people and the beauty of the trail that keep me going.
Okay, maybe you'll get discovered with your singing. You never know.
Oh gosh.
How about you?
Yeah, I've wanted to do it for a long time. I grew up in Charlottesville, so
Okay.
I'm familiar with the trail, and everything kind of lined up. I joke around, say I really just wanted to quit my job, and I needed a good excuse, so that's what I did. But truly, everything just lined up. This is the right time to do it.
All right. Is Charlottesville still your home base? Or?
No, I'm just south of Cincinnati now in Florence,
Okay.
Kentucky, so it's a little bit further away.
Yeah, I'm from Henderson, Kentucky originally,
Oh,
western part of the
okay.
state, way over there underneath Evansville, Indiana.
Yeah, my stepson did an internship there.
All right. Well, listen, ladies, I won't keep you any longer. Godspeed in your travels, and be safe.
Thank you. Bye.
See ya.
See ya.
Thanks.
Good morning.
All right, so you were telling me you're gunning for Katahdin?
Yeah, but I think I'm gonna end up flip-flopping. I'm so slow.
Oh, okay. When'd you leave Springer?
Well, March 2nd I started the approach trail and I camped twice on it. So the night of March 4th, and then I woke up the 5th and started hiking the actual 18.
All right. What's your trail name before I forget?
Power Chicken.
How'd you get it?
It's another long story, but I wasn't gonna drink on the trail. And then in Franklin, I stopped turning down drinks. And then we went to resupply, and I was feeling good. And in the shuttle, and I was like, I give you the right to make up my trail name if you accept. And this guy named Beast is like, I accept.
Okay.
So he ended up making that up, to make a long story short.
All right. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
I've been in Florida the past 5 years, and Kansas City originally.
Okay. So, how do you get this much time, man, to do this trail?
I quit my job.
Okay,
I quit
that's
my job.
number
dropped
one
out of
was-
school.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go. And what's motivating you? I mean, why do you want to hike 2,100 miles?
I read a book by M.J. Eberhardt called 10 Million Steps. And I'd never heard about the AT or anything. And he did the Eastern Continental Trail, and it's like a 500-page book, no pictures and everything. I read that. And then I started watching YouTubers. So I really got into it.
Okay, good. Well, I won't keep you any longer. I want to wish you good luck, Godspeed in your travels, and be safe, man.
Yeah, thank you.
All right.
Stickman, right?
Stickman, yeah. Good morning.
Morning.
Give me your story, man. Where you headed?
Well, ultimately to Katahdin.
Okay.
I'm from Harrisonburg, Virginia, and be passing through Shenandoah Valley here in a few days. So
Okay.
looking forward to that.
You go off trail for a little bit while you're there near Harrisburg?
Yeah, I will. There's a week-long mission trip for my church I'm going to just take off for. I had planned before.
Nice.
So that'll be enough to rejuvenate me for the rest of the trip.
All right. When did you leave Springer?
April 12th.
Okay. Look like you're making pretty good time. Have you had any issues early on, feet or anything?
Yeah, I had a little toe that was screaming at me, so I finally got that resolved, partly with super feet and new shoes.
Nice, yeah.
And then I fell and I thought I broke my little pinky, but it was just dislocated, and I happened to be able to pull it back into place, so that was the only bad fall I had.
Yeah. Let me have your trail name before I forget to ask you.
Okay, my trail name is Ski Pole.
Okay.
That's because on my second sectional hike, I used ski poles, so the cross-country ski poles. But I got regular ones now.
All right. So the other two questions I always ask.
Right.
How do you get this much time, man, to attempt a through hike?
Good question. I'm retired. I'm a retired teacher.
Nice.
And, retired last June, and I love the outdoors, and I love to run and do physical activities. So, yeah, that's why this is the perfect thing for me.
So what's the motivation? 2,100 miles. Makes you get up every morning, rain, snow, mud.
Yeah, well, first motivation is it's a challenge. And so I like challenges, and be able to accomplish it is going to be a great thing. I love the outdoors. God has created this beautiful place for us to be part of. So, hey, I'm enjoying it and having time of life. Yeah.
All righty. Well, I won't hold you long. I'll let you get on your way. Godspeed, man. Be safe in your travels.
Thank you very much.
How are you?
You're telling me you're gunning for Katahdin?
Yes, sir.
All right. Are you? Did you start in Springer?
I started at Amicalola Falls.
Okay.
At the approach trail.
What day? What month?
It was March 15th.
Okay.
I got a late start that day. Didn't get on the trail till about 2 or 3 o'clock. But made it to Spring on my first day, and it's been a great journey so far.
Yeah. Trail name before I forget.
I'm Send It.
Send It?
Yes.
Like a text? Send It?
Well, like back home, like that. Back home we ride dirt bikes and whatnot, and it's just saying to go all out, go for it. Just send it.
Send it. All right. All one word.
Yeah.
How do you get this much time to hike, man? 2,000 some odd miles.
Well, the door just kind of opened up for me. I actually got laid off from work, and so decided to take advantage of the time off and enjoy myself.
Nice. What's the big motivating factor, man? What drives you every morning to get up in that rain, snow, mud?
Just the feeling of knowing that when I get to Katahdin, I've accomplished something so big and so great that not many people have done, and it'll be one of the biggest goals that I've achieved in my life, I feel.
Did you have any problems initially with your feet or trouble getting your legs in shape? Or?
Oh yeah, I had a bunch of issues, especially with my feet. I had some blisters, actually one on each foot that was pretty much my entire arch.
Wow.
And that was pretty painful, but I ended up taping it up and walking through it, and they calloused up, and now they're doing pretty well.
Okay. Have you seen any bears?
No bears.
No bears, huh?
No rattlesnakes. I've only seen 2 black snakes. Rat snakes, I guess.
Right. Well, I know you're in a hurry, man, to keep moving. I won't keep you any longer. I want to wish you the best of luck. Godspeed in your travels.
Awesome.
Be safe.
Thank you.
Morning.
Morning.
What's the plan, man? Where you headed? What's the long-term plan?
Trying to make it to McAfee Knob right now, but headed for Katahdin.
Okay.
So.
Yeah. When'd you start?
April 4th.
From Springer? Or?
Yeah, from the approach trail.
Okay. All right. You're moving along. You have any issues initially, like sore feet or working the legs into the trail?
I would say IT band issues and Achilles issues are pretty common on the trail. I had that, and I think a few other people had that as well. So.
How you feeling now?
Good.
Okay.
Yeah, took
so
a few
you
days
walked,
off and rested up and feeling better now.
You've walked through it, man.
Yeah.
How do you get this much time, man, to hike
I quit my
2,100
job.
miles? That's number one. Okay, well, good.
Yeah.
Where you call home?
Halifax, Nova Scotia, Canada.
Oh, wow, okay. So you're not going to keep on, are you, on the IAT?
Well, I'm actually originally from New Brunswick, so I might keep on going. We'll see.
Okay.
I think I'm going to be pretty tired by the time I get to Katahdin. So.
You seen any bears?
I have, too.
Nice. All right. Whereabouts? You recall?
There was one I'm just coming off of Bald Mountain, and the other one was just before Pearisburg.
Okay. How about rattlesnakes?
No rattlesnakes yet.
Okay. And the big question is why do you want to hike 2,100 some odd miles? What's driving you?
It seemed like a good challenge.
What's the motivation?
Yeah, I don't know. I think a lot of people come out here to kind of hike things away, and that's not why I'm here. I kind of just wanted the challenge of it, and it seemed like the right time in my life to be out here and to enjoy being outside. So for me, it's more so, just the challenge of it.
Okay. Did I get your trail name?
Wings.
Wings? All right, let me hear the story behind it. There's always a story.
Well, my trail name was originally Icarus because when I started out, I hiked 25 miles my first day and blew out my knees. So I flew too close to the sun and almost ruined my whole trip. So I was Icarus originally, and then that kind of evolved into Wing It because I quit my job kind of last minute to come out here, and Wing It has slowly turned into Wings. So
Okay.
I've been Wings for about the last 400 miles.
All right. Well, listen, I want to wish you the best of luck, man. Godspeed in your travels. Be
Thank you
safe.
very much.
Hey.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm great.
We were just chatting a little bit. You're from Germany, huh?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Great experience to be here.
How do you like it so far?
It's great. So impressive. I won't miss it. It's one of the biggest time in my life.
Is it what you expected, or is it a little harder than you expected, or?
It's totally different. It's physically it's harder than I expected, but it was so different. Every day I see things I haven't expected, and that's great.
Did you start in Springer Mountain?
I started at Amica-Cola Falls.
Okay. When did you launch? What month? What day?
When I started.
Yeah.
Yes, it was April 4th.
April 4th?
Yes.
Okay. You feeling good this far in?
Absolutely.
Do you have any issues initially with your feet or legs or anything? You know, did you get in your trail legs?
I had that head, but now I'm fine.
Okay.
No, nothing with that hurts me. So, and it's my birthday today.
Oh, well, happy birthday.
Yeah, thank you.
On the trail.
Yeah.
So let me get your trail name before I forget.
It's Tintin.
Tintin?
Yeah, just Tintin.
How do you spell that?
Tintin.
Okay.
It's from a comic.
What? Pardon?
It's coming. It's a good boy from a comic.
Oh, okay. I was wondering what was behind it. So how do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,100 miles?
I'm nearly retired, so therefore I got the 6 months off, and when I'm back, I have to go to office for another 6 months.
Okay. And the big question is why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you? I mean, this is not an easy trail, as you know.
No,
What makes you get up every morning?
Yeah, I always like hiking, and did it in Germany too. And it was this trail is a legend. It's one of the most iconic trails in the world, and I aimed a long time for that.
Did the German documentary on it, did that get your interest going?
Yeah, very much.
Yeah. Well, I want to wish you the best of luck. Be safe, man.
Thanks a lot.
Be safe in your travels, and Godspeed.
Thanks a lot.
Hello.
Hello.
So, you're hiking along, and I stopped you for an interview.
Yep.
And what's your trail name?
Steady.
Steady. Okay. How'd you get it?
It actually took until Fontana Dam to get my trail name. My friends have been trying to come up with one for weeks. And they told me they've been calling me Steady behind my back because there were a bunch of times where the weather was bad or people were getting off for various reasons, but I just kept trucking on, so they gave it to me for my consistent pace and personality.
Okay. Initially, did you have any issues, other than maybe blisters or anything, getting your trail legs?
No, because I kept my mileage at 10 or below. That's also part of how I got my trail name for the first 3 weeks. That kind of helped me get my trail legs under me. The craziest thing that happened, though, was going through the Smokies in mid-March, got trapped in a blizzard at Spence Field Shelter with 25 other hikers.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
How do you get this much time?
Hello, guys.
Hey. Yeah.
I just graduated in 2017 from college, and so I took some part-time jobs, raised the money, and so now I'm in between things. So decided this was the perfect time. You know, no college debt, no major job responsibilities.
That sounds like a perfect plan to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So why 2,100 miles? You know, the big question is what drives you every day to get up and do this?
Growing up, I read books like The Lord of the Rings and things like that, and this just appealed to my sense of adventure. And it was something that is kind of like this big grand journey. At the end is this final precipice to get to. Just to have a big journey and to experience all of creation, you know. And I felt like this was the path that the Lord wanted me to be on for a while, and just to prepare me for something in the future. Not sure what, but still figuring that out.
Well, nice. Hang in there, man. And give me a fist pump there. It's going to go to my wife's head, my head, and my wife. You recognize me. So have a good trip, man. Godspeed and be safe in your travels.
Thank you.
What's the plan? Where you headed?
Maine.
Okay. Where'd you start?
Amicola.
Okay. What month and day?
March 10th.
Okay. Truckin. How was it initially? Did it take a little while to get through? Any sore feet or, you know, anything? Blisters?
Feet have overall not been a problem. Just being out of shape was the problem.
Okay.
Getting into shape, lost about 35 pounds.
Wow. Nice. Okay. So how you feel right now? You're deep into Virginia. Any Virginia blues, as they say, yet?
I'm tired of Virginia.
Yeah, it's a long state. I think it's the longest, isn't it? 525 miles or so?
Yes.
Okay. What's your trail name before I forget?
Tab for take a break.
All right. I should be able to remember that one. How do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,000 something miles?
You decide you're bored doing what you're doing, and you quit your job, and a few months later start the trail.
Okay. And the big question, as I call it, why do you want to hike 2,100 some odd miles, man? What's driving you to get up and do this every morning? Rain, snow, mud?
Well, I don't really know the answer to that. I can tell you this is something I originally wanted to do 24 years ago. Didn't have the money to buy the gear, let alone eat along the trail. So just kind of went to school, worked my way through school, entered the workforce, and years later needed a chance to kind of reevaluate. And every so often I've had a day hiker ask, so is it fun? And I can tell them, you know, the daily pain, the daily misery, aches and pains, all of that. Yeah, I wouldn't be anywhere else.
So it's worth it, huh?
Yes.
Where do you call home when you're not out here? Got any?
That's in flux. I've lived a lot of places. Right now I'd have to say Georgia.
Okay. So I won't hold you any longer. Godspeed in your travels, man, and be careful.
Have a good day.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, it looks like you're on the tail end of having lunch here, and I find out you're from Germany, so I want to hear your story. When did you start?
I'm starting March 26th at the Amicola Falls.
Okay, so you're making good time. How'd it go initially? Did you have any problems with your feet, blisters, or anything?
Yeah, everything.
Everything, yeah.
I think it's normally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now here you are in America on the Appalachian Trail. Is it what you expected, or do you find it harder? Is it harder than what you thought it would be?
It's harder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's harder. I'm thinking it was not so hard. Huh? It's very hard.
Okay. What's your trail name before I forget?
Professor.
Professor?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess you were a professor, college teacher, or
no?
No.
So my professor, because I have everything in my backpack and medicine and.
Okay.
So
all right.
He called me professor.
How do you get this much time, Professor, to hike 2,100 miles? What's the story there? How do you have this much time?
I'm want finish or?
No, it takes It takes a lot of time. How do you get this much time? Are you on a sabbatical from work, or you quit a job? Or?
I quit my job, and 2008 I see a documentation from the Appalachian in the German television.
Yeah.
And last year my wife said, when you want to make it, sister, make it now. And so I said I go in March.
Okay, good.
Make it.
So you got some support over in Germany then. You said your wife?
Yeah.
Okay. So other than the German documentary, why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? I mean, there's got to be something. You get up every day in the rain, the snow, the mud. What's driving you?
I'm hiking in Germany, so we have rain and snow, and so I have thinking it's okay. It's the same if in my country. So and it's 2,000 miles. It's Germany is very small. It's from the north to south. Then 600 miles, 550 miles.
Okay, I see. Okay, well, I'll let you get back on the trail. Where are you from in Germany?
From the south, in the middle from Stuttgart and Heidelberg, Neckarsulm.
Okay. All right, well, Godspeed in your travels. Be safe.
Yep.
Thank you. You guys ready?
Yeah.
You sure?
Sure.
Okay. All right, we're good. We're going. Good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Yeah. So let me hear your story. Where'd you start?
Man, I started March 15th at the Approach Trail. My name's Wiki. I'm from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Yeah, we've had some interesting weather this year.
Yeah.
We got a bunch of snow. People been life flighted out this year because of
kidding.
hypothermia,
Oh,
all
man,
that type
yeah.
of stuff. So we had the snow. We had all sorts of rain. For just the last couple days we've had sun. Otherwise, we've been for a week we were in
some
the
rain's coming tomorrow, I hear.
Oh yeah, it looks
Yeah.
like another week of
Yeah.
rain straight. So
Unfortunately.
we'll smell really good next town we go into, I'm sure. Not really sure what else I should be talking about.
Was that your trail name or your first name?
My real name's Emily.
Oh, okay, that was your trail
Yeah,
name,
my
okay.
trail name's Wiki. Yeah,
Okay.
I got that last year on the long trail.
How you spell it, so I'll get it right?
W-I-K-I.
Okay.
Yeah, Wiki.
Oh, the long trail.
Yeah, the long trail. I did the long trail
Where's that
last
one at?
year.
Is that in the east?
That was like the original long distance trail. That one is in Vermont. So
Okay.
actually the AT goes over about 100 miles
Yeah.
of the long trail, but it goes
Okay.
from Massachusetts to the border of Canada over the Green Mountains in Vermont.
Okay, and you did the whole thing?
I did the whole thing.
Nice.
Yep. Took me a
And
little bit
so
less
this
than
is
a
a through hike attempt here, right, for
Yeah,
Katahdin?
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, when you got started, do you have any issues initially other than, getting your legs going?
No, not too much. But that's since I did the long trail last year, I was pretty confident. And not that I could do this whole thing. Of course, there's that little bit of self-doubt there and everything. But this time hitting the trail, instead of being like, oh my God, I don't know if I could do this, it
Yeah.
was a little bit like,
Had
a little bit more confidence, of just take it one day at a time, one section at a time. All it is a series of like 4-day backpacking trips, So.
To don't end for a few months.
Yeah. Right.
So how you get this much time to hike 2,000 plus miles? What's the secret?
I tattoo for a living,
Do you?
so we're sort of our own independent contractor. So yeah, like I told my boss ahead of time, like, hey, this is what I'm gonna be doing. I'd love to still work here because I like the place I work. They were a good group of people. If you can't keep my spot, I get it. But he was like, yeah, no, it's a weird thing you want to do that, but we'll have a spot for you. So I still have
Yeah.
a job and everything when I get home, whenever that is. So let's say I injure myself and get home sooner, I have a job and
Okay.
everything lined up. So
That's good.
I'm pretty lucky in that regard. Yeah.
A lot of people, they don't get the hiking thing,
No.
Your boss said, okay, if that's what you want to do. The big question is why? 2,000 plus miles. What's driving you? What is getting you up every morning in the muck, the rain, the snow to keep hiking?
We've been talking about this for like a couple days now. Man, it's peaceful out here.
Yeah, I love being
hiking is just sort of the means to get you from A to B. Like I was talking about it today. I just love living in the woods. It's peaceful. It's great. You get to see all these new things. You get to see all the new towns. Hiking's just like an easier way to do it. To say I'm going to go hike the AT is a little bit more understandable to a lot of people than saying I'm going to go live in the woods for 6 months.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right.
But yeah, it's happy. It's cool out here.
This is late for me. I usually go out in early spring and late
Uh-huh.
All right, let me go over here. How about you, fella? What's your trail name?
My trail name is Hank Hill. I'm from southeast Missouri.
Okay, I kind of see the resemblance.
Yeah, a little bit. You know, it's
I love that show.
Yeah,
Love it.
right. So yeah.
Yeah. And when did you start?
March 16th.
March 16th.
Yeah,
okay.
the day after hers.
And had any real issues or anything?
I had, I've had issues with Achilles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Are you just walking through it, or does it put you off trail at all?
No, I walked through it. You know, just dealt with it, changed shoes and stuff like that. I don't
Okay.
really know if that helped. I just know the past 150, 200 miles, I've really, gotten a lot better. So,
Okay, good. And how about you? How did you get this much time?
I just said bye. I just kind of quit. I didn't
Quit a
really
job,
quit.
yeah.
They still, I've still got a job when I go
Okay,
back.
that's
but
nice.
it's
I like hearing that one.
Yeah, but I was just, I don't know. I was like, well, if you're going to do it, you're going to do it, I mean, or you're not. So, I was like, well, I'm going to be turning 35, I'm just keep putting this off. I've been dreaming about it. And so just went for it,
Yeah, do it, man.
So,
Do it while you're young.
Yeah.
What's the real driving force? There's always something inside that,
Yeah, it's, I don't know. There's something about this trail. I don't know. It's great being out here, and just, I don't know. It's like, you have bad days out here, of course,
Yeah.
rainy days, your cold days, and all that. But it's just being out here. There's just a peaceful feeling, and it's just,
Yep.
It's just great, great.
Have you had any Virginia blues?
No, I like Virginia.
Okay.
It's getting hot now, so other than that, though, I don't see the problem with the Virginia blues. I don't know. Maybe I'll get them later, but right now it's I really like Virginia because the terrain got a lot easier. It's not flat, but I mean it has gotten, the grades are a lot better, and it's yeah.
You got some nice stuff coming up at McAfee and Tinker Cliffs and all that.
Yeah.
It's a nice ride, and Shenandoah is not too bad.
In our future.
Yeah, I think we're probably just going to get rained out for all of it.
Yeah, it's moving all up down the East Coast.
Yeah.
All right.
We'll see a good cloud.
I won't keep you guys any longer. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right,
thank
thanks.
you.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
We were just chatting. You're gunning for Katahdin. When did you start down in Maine?
March 2nd.
Okay.
In Georgia.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah. Correction. Do you have any issues initially, just other than getting your trail legs and that kind of
wonky
thing?
left foot. Miss Janet says it's probably a stress fracture, which I'm gonna pretend she didn't say that.
So where is she? I forget. Damascus?
I saw her a couple of days ago in Pearisburg.
Oh, okay.
So she's not far.
All right.
She's never far from hikers.
What's your trail name before I forget?
Rowdy.
Rowdy? How'd you get it?
I made a trail angel puke. Well, I didn't make him puke. I suggested that he chug the last inch of a half gallon of Fireball we'd been drinking all day.
Uh-oh. That did it in, huh?
That did it.
What's your pup's name again?
This is Steve.
Steve.
He's a good boy. He likes to do
Hey.
goals.
What you looking at now? So you were saying you just saw a squirrel fall out of a tree,
Just
sitting
fell right
here.
out of the tree.
Yeah, you don't see that every day. Did he limp away, or did he?
He kind of
Got
was
his-
stunned for a
yeah.
minute and then hopped away. And
Okay.
Steve noticed him as he was hopping away. So.
So Rowdy, how do you get this much time to hike 2,000 miles? What's the secret there?
Quit your job, sell your house, just go.
Okay, that's number one. I hear that one a
Yeah,
lot.
just go. Just make time.
And how about the motivation? I mean, there's something driving you to get up every morning and do this. Foot after foot thing.
Well, I
Rain,
didn't finish my
snow.
attempted through hike last year. I ended up having to get off. So this year I figure second try I have to do it. So.
Okay. Well, I want to see have a picture up there eventually. If you see the videos here, leave me a note and tell me where you're at.
Sounds good. Well, you can follow my adventures on Rowdy Adventures on
Okay.
YouTube.
All right. Cool. All right. Well, Godspeed in your travels. Be safe. Good morning.
Good morning.
How you doing?
Fine.
Yeah. Sleep well last night?
Somewhat.
Yeah, somewhat.
The pain makes you flip and flop a lot trying to get a comfortable spot.
Okay. You were telling me that you're targeting Katahdin. Where'd you start and when'd you start?
I started at Springer Mountain, Georgia on March 15th.
Okay.
I had a lot of zeros because of the snow and the tornado warnings,
Yeah.
and I even got off trail for a week when I got to Irwin because I was hoping that the weather would warm up. My equipment was not keeping me warm.
Yeah.
So this
Did-
is actually my second attempt.
Oh, your second?
Yes.
Okay. Did you do it last year or?
2016.
Okay. Well, you know what you're up against.
Yeah.
What's your trail name before I forget?
Rebound.
Rebound? Okay. That makes sense. I don't have to ask you how you got it. And where do you call home when you're not here?
Arkansas.
Oh.
I lived most of my life in Texas, and we retired to Arkansas 3
Yeah.
years ago.
The big question is, why do you want to hike 2,100 some odd miles? What's driving you there to get up every day in the snow, as you mentioned, and put one foot after the other?
Yeah, that question is easy this time because I failed last time.
Okay.
But if I want to get a little bit deeper, I would say just the simplicity of having everything that I need on my back. It's a chance for me to stretch my wings a little bit and be independent and make my own
Yeah.
decisions. Also, it's a little bit of, can I do it?
Yeah. How much time, though? Did you quit a job or just...
No, my husband retired 3 years ago, and for about the past 10 years or so, I've been a housewife. And we moved to Arkansas because it's a low cost of living, and we wanted to be able to live on a retirement income.
All right, nice.
So we're out of debt, and we have a little money to play with, but we're still trying to fix up that house that we bought for really cheap.
Okay. Well, I want to wish you the best of luck on this attempt, Rebound, and Godspeed in your travels, and be safe.
Thanks.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you're telling me you're Katahdin bound, targeting Katahdin.
I am. I'm hoping to get there around the end of August. But
Okay.
if I dribble into September, that's fine.
Good. Sounds like you got plenty of time. That's excellent. When did you leave Springer, I take it?
April 10th, I was on the approach trail, and then April 11th, I started the AT.
Okay. Where do you call home when you're not hiking out here?
Beaverton, Oregon.
Okay. Thought maybe California because I see the Tahoe Rim Trail there on your hat. What's your trail name again?
Boffin.
Sorry?
Boffin, Boffin.
Okay. What's the story behind it?
It's a British slang term. It kind of means nerd, and I worked in IT most of my career. And there's an alternate definition of elderly naval officer, and I qualify there as well.
Oh, okay. Retired military? Or?
I'm retired.
Oh, excellent. Yeah. Excellent. So I guess that kind of answers the question, how you get this much time to hike 2,100 miles. You're basically retired at this point? Or?
Mm-hmm.
All
My
right.
wife and I both retired about a year ago, but I'm doing it better than she. She's still working.
Okay. Is she your home-based support team? Your rah-rah, keep you going? Happy to have you out of the house, maybe, or what?
Well, you never know, but
Yeah.
she's flying out June 13 and going to meet in the D.C. area and spend a week off trail.
Yeah.
So that'll be great.
2,100 miles. What's driving you? There's got to be something that makes you get up every morning, put that one foot after the other, rain, sleet, snow, mud.
Yeah, way back in the early 70s, I read The High Adventure of Eric Ryback with his trials and tribulations on the Pacific Crest Trail.
Mm.
And that planted the seed, and then all through my work career and raising the kids and everything, that kind of lay dormant because we weren't really a backpacking family. But I told my wife after I retired I wanted my avocation to be long-distance hiking, and she supports me.
Okay. Well, won't keep you any longer. Take off, and good luck on your through hike attempt. Godspeed and be safe.
Thank you very much. Happy trails.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Damascus, Happy
Uh-huh.
Trail Days.
All right.
Have you heard of that?
Yeah.
Jim, the president of president of this,
Uh-huh.
he was there on my team.
Oh,
That's
cool.
pretty cool. That guy's an animal.
Yeah.
Beard like this.
What's your trail name?
Cece.
Cece, how'd you get it?
I got it on the PCT.
Wow.
Hiking with some AT boys, and they kept calling me Charles, and I go, it's Chuck, not Charles.
Yeah.
So it just turned in, my trail name was CNC. I just dropped the N.
All right. CC.
Yeah, when I finish this trail, it's going to be CC Rider.
Okay. So you finished the PCT, I take it?
Yes.
Excellent. Congratulations. And this will be a double crown for you on finishing this one?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Double-crown. I'm not there yet. I'm not
Yeah.
even halfway there yet. But I plan on finishing. Yeah.
All right.
I don't have any schedule or anything. I'm living on the trail, actually.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter how long it takes me. I'd kind of like to get it done, like in a snowstorm or something exciting. I don't know.
All right. That's usually a question I have, how you have this much time, but you answered that all right. So you're already there. So why? Why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What drives you to get up every day and you know, put one foot after the other?
I don't know. I really don't. It's an addiction. I mean, it's, you go home and sit on the couch and you go, what am I doing sitting on the couch? Watching the news or Fox or whatever you watch.
Mm-hmm. That's a good answer. I like that.
But actually, what got me on the PCT was that book Wild. I read the book and I go, man, I think I could do that.
I hear that's a great trail.
Yeah, I got on it and I thought, wow, you know what? Yeah.
It's my understanding the topology or whatever you call it is a lot different than all the stuff we walk on out here.
Oh, yeah. You make bigger miles.
Okay.
And you don't have shelters. It's nice having shelters here. This trail is actually quite fun with the people and the shelters and the, I don't know, all the places you can go into, the hostels. And, yeah, it's been a blast. That's why it's taken me so long.
Okay.
I started March 5th.
Yeah.
I should be a lot further ahead, but.
Well, it's nice that you have the luxury to do that, you know. I mean, I'm sure you'll make it. Well, I won't hold you any longer. I know you got some walking to do today. CC, Godspeed in your travels, man, and be safe.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hey, good morning.
Morning.
So you're gunning for Katahdin?
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay. When'd you leave Springer?
March 5th.
Okay. How'd it go initially? Did you have any problems, you know, feet, you know, the classic
no
stuff?
problems really. Just got really cold. There was a lot of rain, and now it's really hot. We really had no in between. It just went from really, really cold to really, really hot.
Okay. Let me have your trail name before I forget.
It's Bunion.
Bunion.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So how'd you get it? I mean, there's a story behind it.
I was on Charlie's Bunion with a friend of mine, actually Stickman, and Frog, I think. And I tripped on a rock going up Charlie's Bunion.
Wow. And
my first name is Charlie. So Stickman was like, hey, Charlie slipped on his own bunion. So started calling me Bunion.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So where do you call home when you're not out here?
California. Northern
Really?
California. Yeah.
Whereabouts? I lived in California for 20 years.
Oh, okay. No one really knows, but it's about 5 hours north of San Francisco. It's a little town on the coast called Shelter Cove. Yeah, I've seen 3.
Whereabouts?
All of them were in North Carolina.
Okay. Rattlesnakes?
No, but I was warned yesterday coming up the trail that there was a rattler right in the trail, but I didn't see it.
So that was here in Virginia.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of snakes, but no rattlers, no copperheads, nothing dangerous.
How do you feel this far in?
Feel great.
You on top of your game, you think,
Yeah.
at this point?
No, for sure.
Here comes the final question. This is the big one. Why? Why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's motivating you? There's something there.
I got on the Appalachian Trail first when I was 21, and then got diagnosed with cancer at 22.
Wow.
I was out for about a year, 5 months of chemotherapy, like the worst chemotherapy you could, put yourself through. They told me, and moved out to California, and work's not doing too good, so. Just decided to come back out.
I'm assuming you beat the cancer so far?
Yeah, beat the cancer. It's been 3 years now. I don't have to see my oncologist anymore. Just got to go to the doctor for a yearly checkup and just keep on top of it.
Okay. Well, Bunion, I won't keep you any longer, man. Thanks for the interview, and Godspeed in your travels, and be safe. Yeah.
Definitely. Thanks, buddy.
Yep.
Morning.
Oh, yeah, it's still morning. Almost, yeah, 11:10, so not quite noon. You gunning for Katahdin?
Yeah.
All right. When'd you leave Springer? I'm thinking.
Actually, I started the approach trail on April 9th.
Okay. Wow, you're cooking.
So,
I think.
Well,
yeah.
Took a few medical days and weather days off, but moving along.
Okay. What was the issue? Like sore feet or something, or for the medical?
Yeah, the weather is taking their toll on the walking for days in wet shoes and socks.
I gotcha. How long did
Swollen
you?
feet and things like that.
How long did you have to lay off?
Couple days.
Okay.
I take a couple days off and then I head out again
Okay.
and try and beat the weather the best I can. Still limping around on a couple of sores.
What's your trail name before I forget?
Mountain goat.
How'd you get it? There's always a story.
Well, back in the 90s, where I'm from in Washington State, I used to do a lot of climbing in the Cascades. And when people heard about that, and then with the beard, they came up with Mountain Goat.
Okay. Why 2,100 miles? What's driving you? There's
Not-
something there.
The mountains have always been my first love. And it'd been a long time since I'd done anything really major in them. And so while I was sitting around trying to come up with ideas to stay trained for an 8-day bike touring trip I was putting together, I popped up with hiking again. And the AT popped in my brain just out of nowhere. And I
Right.
thought, you know what? I've always wanted to go to the East Coast and see what things are like over here. So here I am hiking the
Yeah.
Appalachian Trail and getting a chance to experience the different states and the different people.
Yeah. So overall, you having a good time?
For the most part,
Yeah.
but it can get drudgery. The
Yeah.
weather is beating me down more than anything.
Okay.
Because it takes its toll on the feet.
Yeah.
As far as the hiking goes, I love hiking, so it's not a big deal there.
Yeah. Other than the feet, I mean, you look strong to me. So, you mind if I ask you your age?
66. I
Excellent.
started
Yeah.
on my birthday.
Oh, when was that? Oh, okay, the start date. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, happy belated birthday. I want to wish you Godspeed, man, in your travels. You know, be safe and keep trucking.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Hi there.
You were just telling me, you're from where?
Yeah, I'm from Sydney, Australia. Been there 13 years. Grew up in England. I'm ex-British Army. So I started the trail exactly 90 days. I've got 90 days to see as much as I can. But so far, I'm exactly 1 month in, and I've covered about 660 miles, so about 24 miles a day. I live in Australia, in Sydney. Been there 13 years, and grew up in England. So yeah, loving it so far. Rain can be a bit testing on blisters. But yeah, it's good.
And you were
Enjoying it.
saying you were in the British military?
Yeah, I was in the British Army Air Corps, which is probably famous now for Prince Harry. So I was in the helicopter unit and travelled all over the world, yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm a psychologist.
So you're on a sabbatical? Or you quit your job, or?
No, I've run out of hikes my end, I think. I've done all the big hikes around Australia, Tasmania, New Zealand, Papua New Guinea, and this is my 6th time in America. And I haven't done anything on this side of the coast, so I thought this would be a great way to see that.
So, overall, the big question, why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you, man? I mean, there's something there to get out in the rain, snow,
Yeah,
the mud.
I suppose if you're a hiker, it's the holy grail of hiking. I mean, I know over here you've got the PCT and the CDT as well, but for me, it's just, I've gone around the Himalayas for 3 weeks before at this sort of pace, but never 3 months. So again, a big test on what the body can do and get to enjoy it along the way. So it's,
Right.
so if you enjoy it, I enjoy it. So a lot
Right.
of people, 80% fail rate for this trail. So a lot of people think they might like it and they drop out very quickly. So.
Well, I won't keep you any longer. It's
All right.
raining a little bit here, so Godspeed in your travels, man. Be safe. Thanks for the interview.
Alrighty.
Morning.
Morning.
Here we are. What's your plan here? Are you Katahdin bound?
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the plan, barring illness or injury.
Okay. When did you leave, and where did you leave from?
Yep, started from the approach trail at Amicalola Falls on the 20th of March.
Okay. Have any issues, initially feet, sore legs or anything?
Yeah, been dealing with trying to find the right shoes, but I think I'm dialed in right now.
Okay, what are you wearing?
I'm wearing the Ultras.
Okay. Is that the 3 O's or?
These are actually a different model. I started in the 3 O's. These are, I don't know what they're called. Superiors, I guess. Yeah.
Okay. How long you been wearing them again?
This pair just about a week now.
Yeah.
started off in ultras, switched to oboes around Gatlinburg. Now I'm back in ultras.
Okay. How long do you expect that you'll be in those? I mean, mile-wise. How many miles?
People told me around 300 miles or so.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. How do you get this much time, man, to come out and hike this distance?
Just got to make the time. You know, I've been very fortunate. I'm retired from the Air Force, so you know I have a modest income that allows me to do things like this.
Okay. Recently retired, or?
Yeah, about 2014. Yeah.
Okay, great. Nice story there. Where are you from originally, or where do you call home when you're out on the trail?
Originally I'm from California, but left there at 18, and currently I'm living in Tampa, Florida.
Okay. See any bears?
I have not seen a bear. Some bear scat, but no bears yet.
How about the rattlesnakes in the south?
I have not seen a rattlesnake. Several, I guess they're called rat snakes or gardener snakes.
Yeah. What's driving you, man, to get up and walk 2,100 plus miles? I mean, there's something there, you know, the rain, snow, mud, day after day.
Yeah.
What's underneath?
Just felt disconnected, I guess, kind of from the world, needed a change in my life, kind of reset, and kind of finding something real special out here on the trail.
All right. Well, I won't keep you any longer, man. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Absolutely.
All right. I'm still sleepwalking. What's your trail name?
KTOM.
KTOM, how'd you get it?
Stands for Kill the Old Man. Started with my dad. He made it 113 miles, and his name was 10 Steps because we had to stop every 10 steps, and he'd always tell me he was trying to kill the old man.
Okay. There you go. That's a good one. Thanks.
You betcha.
What's your trail name?
I'm the General.
General, how'd you get it?
It was given to me because of the, I had a big bushy mustache when I started, and the little General.
Yeah, the commercial?
On the commercial.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, thanks.
All right.
Good. You're Katahdin bound?
I am. I started at spring on March 8th.
Okay.
And what's this, May 27th or something like
All
that?
right. How you feeling this far in?
Very good. I took a few days off to heal up. I've been...
feet or?
Feet, bruised ribs.
Uh-oh, had a fall?
Had a fall. Bad fall.
Okay. You okay now, then?
Okay.
All right, good. How do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,000-something miles? What's the secret there?
I retired.
Oh, good.
So I retired
Congratulations.
last June, and this has been on my list to do.
Good. Seen any bears?
No, I have not seen one.
How about the rattlesnakes in the south?
Have not seen any rattlesnakes.
I've been hearing that a lot this year. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
San Angelo, Texas.
Okay. That's pretty flat land there, isn't it?
It is pretty flat.
Yeah. So why, man? 2,100 miles. What's driving you? There's something that makes you get up and put foot after foot for 2,000 miles.
I have no idea. I've been thinking about it for the last 680 miles, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure you're going to discover it sooner or later.
Oh, yeah.
Virginia blues, man. You probably heard that term.
I have. I haven't experienced it yet, but I got, 400 miles left?
Yeah, roughly.
So we'll see.
Okay. Well, I want to thank you for your time, man. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Also, only the German hiker or all?
I'll do it in English. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So you're telling me you're from Germany?
Yeah.
Where from?
I'm near from Berlin.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
From Eisenach.
Okay. How much distance between where he lives to your town?
300.
300 miles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you were telling me you guys start together?
No.
So you buddied up?
Yeah, I started April 11th.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you?
April 14.
Okay. So, did you see the German documentary on the Appalachian Trail?
I saw it.
Every German I interview tells me that's kind of what they saw that and they really wanted to try the trail.
Yeah, and that's a book, A Walk in the Woods from Bull.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your trail name before I forget?
My trail name is Roberts. Roberts is like Julia Roberts, only Roberts. It's the character of my favorite book, is Princess Bride.
Okay, Roberts?
Roberts.
R-O-B-E-R-T-S?
Dread Pirate Roberts.
Okay, like Julia Roberts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? What's your trail name?
My trail name is Fräulein.
Okay.
Like Miss in
Okay.
German.
Yeah, all right. So why do you want? Oh, is the trail what you thought it was going to be, or is it much more difficult?
I think it's not too difficult, but it's a challenge for the physical.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you start in Springer, or did you come up the approach trail?
Emicolola Falls.
Yeah.
The approach.
How about you?
I also am in Corolla Falls. And every day it's the other day.
Okay.
It's muscle.
All right. And the last question, why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? There's something there pushing you to get up every day in the rain, the snow, the mud.
I
Why?
hike only 9 weeks. I'm not a true hiker.
Oh, okay. So you're on a short visa.
Yes.
All right. Are you through hiking?
Yes, I'm through hiking. I have a lot of reasons. It's a travel to myself. It's a challenge for physical. It's a lot of reasons. It's very nice here. I love it.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
How long's your visa?
6 months.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You'll make it. All right.
Thank
Godspeed in your travels, guys. Be safe. Good morning.
Morning.
How you doing?
Fine. You?
I've talked you into an interview. I'm doing well. Are you a tempting through hiker?
Yeah.
Okay. When did you start and where?
March 25th at Springer Mountain.
Springer Mountain. Okay. What? You don't have a trail name yet, so how am I going to tag the video? I'll just say water guy for right now. Okay, you remember that, because when you go to look for it, then you'll get it. How old are you, man?
13.
Yeah, where are you from?
Canada.
Okay.
Southern Ontario.
All right, and you were telling me you're out here with your mom?
Yeah.
That's nice. So you're 600, almost 700 miles in. How's everybody feeling?
Well, I'm feeling fine.
Yeah.
My muscles don't hurt.
Yeah,
Probably
good.
just because I'm 13, but
Okay. Why do you want to hike 2,000 miles? What's driving you?
well, we were doing a lot of hiking before this, my mom and I. We only went on one backpacking trip, but we thought it would be nice to go on another longer one.
Yeah, I would say you're doing pretty fine right now. You're almost 700 miles in. See any bears?
No.
Okay. All right, I won't keep you. I know Mom's up ahead and you're just getting some water and you're going to go chase her down. All right, thank you, man. Be safe. I suppose I should get your trail name before I forget.
Mountain Goat.
How'd you get it? There's always a story behind it.
I just go over the mountains very quickly. Not really much of a story. It's
Yeah.
just...
Like a mountain goat.
It's just stuff.
Okay. All righty. Thanks.
Good morning.
You're just telling me you're from Germany?
Yes, I am. I'm from Stuttgart, down in the south, near the Alps. Yeah.
Okay. What's your trail name before I forget?
It's Bernie. Bernie?
Bernie?
Yeah, exactly.
Bernie?
Yes.
Okay.
It was a nickname, and people adopted it as a trail name, so all people out here call me Bernie. So
There you
it's
go.
a trail name from now.
Yeah. When did you start?
I started at April the 9th.
Okay. At the falls or?
Yeah, I did the approach trail,
okay.
the Emicolola Falls.
April 9th. Okay.
Yeah.
So you're cooking pretty good.
I'm doing pretty good. Since Damascus, I did over 20 miles every single day. So
Okay.
Yeah.
You're turning on the steam now.
Yeah, looks like.
Yeah. So this far in, everything's good? Feet, legs?
Oh, I got a ton of blisters so far. I even have 2 right now because of the wet socks the last couple of days because of all the rain.
Yeah.
So my mood is not the best right now. I hope for some dry days.
Okay, so Virginia blues. Have you heard that term yet?
No.
Yeah, Virginia has like 525 miles. It's the longest state with the AT. And,
yeah, I know that.
And
That's
psychologically, people get in here and they don't see a state boundary for a long time.
Yeah.
So they call it the Virginia blues. So have you had any yet, or?
No, not yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sick of the rain right now.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like you're cooking. How do you get this much time to hike 2,000 miles?
You mean job-wise?
Yeah.
I work for Porsche, so I took a sabbatical for 6 months.
Nice.
So when I'm coming back at October, I just continue working like before. Yes.
Yeah, we don't have that in America much. You got to beg for time off.
A term from America because of the word sabbatical, you know, it's not a German word, it's an English one, but yeah, I heard that from people. That's not that common here in the US.
So why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you? There's something that gets you out of bed every morning, rain, the wet socks. Why?
I like hiking and being out in the nature, so I do a lot of mountain climbing and hiking in the Alps, and just to get to know myself a little bit better, you know, staying alone with yourself for 6 months, it's like an adventure, I would say. Yes.
Okay. Well, Godspeed in your hike, and be safe, man. All right. Good morning. It's still morning, isn't it?
It is.
Technically, yeah. You're gunning for Katahdin?
I am, as a matter of fact.
When did you leave Springer?
I left Springer on March 20th.
Okay.
In a blizzard.
All right. How's it been going since?
Pretty well. It's been a pretty cold year so far, but starting to get warm now, so we flipped the switch into hot.
How are you feeling physically? You worked through all the initial stuff, blisters and all that?
I had some issues with my knees pretty early, so I'm a little behind what I was hoping to be, but I feel good now, catching up, putting down some miles.
Okay. What's your trail name before I forget?
Not a trail name yet. It's still just Matt.
Just what?
Just Matt.
Just Matt. Okay, that's how I'm going to tag the video. It's going to be just Matt. M-A-T-T. All right, that's how you'll find it, man. So why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you?
There's a lot of reasons, but I love the outdoors. I love the woods. I love the challenge of it, the logistics, the physical challenge, the mental challenge.
Okay.
Just a lot of things spoke to me about it.
Yeah. Had any Virginia blues yet?
Not yet. I've liked Virginia so far. Me and Virginia are getting along.
You got some nice stuff coming up. You're going to really like it once you get up north.
Excited.
A little further. How do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,100 miles or so?
Well, I actually I went in to put my 2 weeks in to quit my job, and apparently they liked me. They said they had a 6-month leave of absence program, so I pursued that. So
yeah,
it worked out really
that's great.
well.
That's the first story I've heard on that. That's a good one. So did I ask you where you call home when you're not here?
Not yet. I'm from Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay. And I want to wish you the best of luck. Godspeed in your travels and be safe. Good afternoon.
How's it going? My name is Greasy.
Greasy?
I'm a AT Nobo through hiker. I started at Springer on April 16th. I've been out here a little over a month and a half now.
We love you, Nick.
It's Greasy, man. And I'm out here with a little crew from home this weekend doing a section hike with me.
A little crew?
Yeah, just a little
This
crew.
is your support group, huh? Look at that. This is new for me, man.
Yeah, my pack mule's here.
Okay. So how do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,100 miles?
I quit my job.
And that's the number one. Okay.
Yep. We all live in D.C., so we're sort of walking towards home right now. A bunch of us work together, and a lot of us went to school together, and it's just good to see familiar faces.
See any bears?
We saw 3 bears today.
Today?
Yeah, we saw a mom with 2 cubs probably 6 miles south of here.
Okay, cool. And the big question is why do you want to hike 2,100 miles or so? I mean, what gets you up every morning? The rain, the mud, snow, depending on, you know, what is it? Something's there.
I've just always wanted to do it. I felt some major milestones coming up in my life, and this seemed like as good a time as any to, get it done before, I don't know, things start to get really serious.
Okay.
And it's just nice to be outside every day, be out here, different pace of life.
I've been told the worst day out here is better than a day in the office.
Yeah, absolutely. I
All
think
right.
even these guys can attest.
Yeah. Well, Godspeed.
Thank
in
you.
your travels, man. Be safe. Okay, so the camera's rolling. What were you saying about your husband being grumpy or something?
Of him. No. I'm very proud of him because he made up a song, a country song about being in Tennessee and North Carolina, and we won first prize at the Damascus
Trail Days? Okay, that's
hikers,
interesting.
talent competition.
So we're officially the most talented people on the trail.
All right. Well, I'll definitely be watching that video when I get home. I look at it every year.
Eminem. He's
Okay.
Marty and I'm Mary.
Okay, so your trail names are
It's Eminem.
Eminem.
We
Eminem.
just got the one between us.
All right, so you were telling me you're from
Southwest of Ireland.
All right.
County Kerry and Cork.
You guys are the first from Ireland for me. Been doing this since 2014.
I find
wow,
that amazing,
amazing.
when we went to get our visa, because we have to get a visa to come and do this. And in the embassy, we thought they would never have heard of the AT or anything like that. And the guy said, "Oh yeah, we get about 3 a month."
Okay.
And he rejected the guy in the line before us for another visa purpose for the US. He said, "No, can't go in."
Okay, I got you.
And I was shaking a bit when we went up, and he said, "What do you want to go to the US for?" So we do this thing called the Appalachian Trail. I said, "I'm from Virginia. I live about 3 miles off the trail.
Are
I've
you
always
kidding
wanted
me?
to through hike." And there's your visa for 10 years.
Okay, there you go. 10 years, huh?
You can come back.
I hope you don't take you 10 years.
No, I hope so too.
Right.
Well, we get 6 months at a time, so
and
we've
then
got
we
to
have to
finish
leave.
by her birthday
Yeah.
in September.
So let's get serious now, man. It's like, how do you get this much time to come out and hike that distance?
We've always believed that retirement is wasted on the old. It should be done early and often. So
Okay.
we've retired many times, and then I had to go back to work again to make more money.
Okay.
So we just quit everything and
Well, we can still
rent
walk.
We're blessed that we own a
Yeah.
home, and
All right.
so we rented that out, but for a couple of years. So we're now officially homeless. We're homeless.
Living in a tent. I wouldn't call that homeless. Yeah.
We're no-bo hobos.
Probably happier than you've been for a while, probably.
But
You
this
know?
is a continuation of normal life for us.
Yeah. All right. So you're about.
We wander.
I'm assuming you started at Springer, right? No flip flop or nothing like that. Okay. So you're approaching 700 miles or so in.
Yeah, we're getting.
So how you feeling this far in? Everybody doing good?
Oh, we're loving it.
Great until 2 days
Feet,
ago.
legs?
Now I'm sore.
But to me, it's like the perfect holiday.
Yeah.
You know, picnic, camping and hiking, meeting lovely people.
Okay.
Lots of
What more
great
would you
people.
want? It's
All right,
just
so
a
here-
child's dream.
It's nice, yeah.
Here comes the final one. It's
some
like,
friendly bugs.
think about this. It's like, why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you folks, man? There's something to get you out of the tent every morning, raining, sleet, snow.
Madness.
You're mad.
Not really.
It's not catching, is
As you
it?
said, it's like a holiday.
Yeah,
quite
oh,
honestly.
Well, it's free.
You got to put up with the
And it's some beautiful places.
weather not being perfect all the time,
But that's
or
kinda
being
life.
eaten by bugs. But that happens in everyday life too.
Yeah.
The more you try and make things perfect, the more you're going to be frustrated. The
I
more
agree.
you go with what's there, the happier you're going to be.
All right.
So that's probably the main reason to do it, just to remind us of that simple fact.
Now, if I was German, I'd ask you if you saw the German documentary on the trail. That's what brings most Germans over
really?
here.
No.
But
No.
is it what you expected, or is it more difficult what you were expecting?
It's better.
It's better than I expected.
And
the
the
trail is really good.
Yeah.
The trail's really well marked, but the people is what makes it
And
better.
the magic and the
That's
kindness.
that's the bit we had
Extraordinary.
no
Yeah.
clue about. Nobody told us that
We
there was
watched a
all this
few
wonderful.
It's too bad you're not
stuff.
about 15 miles ahead.
I know.
There's trail magic up at the road today.
Yeah.
They bring in trailers and tents, and they cook hot dogs and hamburgers.
I'm carrying enough food for 6 days
Yeah.
right now, which is part of why I'm sore. So we have to eat.
We're the only hikers who are putting on weight.
We gotta
Okay,
eat,
folks,
yeah.
I better get going here. I want to wish you guys the
Thanks.
best of
Nice to
luck in
meet
your
you.
travels and Godspeed. Be
Thank
safe.
you so much.
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You're firing down the hill here, and I get in your way and ask you for an interview.
Yeah, it's all good.
Before I forget, let me have your trail name, man.
I'm After Party.
After Party?
After
Okay. Where are you from when you're not out here?
I'm from Philadelphia.
Philadelphia? Okay. So, gunning for Katahdin, huh?
Yes, that's what I'm doing.
When'd you leave and where? Where
I
from?
started at the Approach Trail on April 4th.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's everything been going since the initial, maybe, feet and blisters? Everything
yeah,
good?
everything's pretty good. Only one blister so far.
Nice.
And my knees kind of killed me. It was my fault, though. Went too hard too early.
Yeah.
So learned my lesson, and now I'm back at it.
Now, did the knees bother you going downhill mostly or uphill?
Only downhill.
Yeah.
Yeah. I couldn't really comprehend.
Yeah.
This is my first through hike. I heard the advice, didn't take it. So
Yeah, they say it's the
Just
IT
listen.
band down through here. It wraps around your hip on down.
Yeah.
What kind of shoes you have there?
These are Lone Peaks 3.0s.
Mhm.
These are shot, and so I'm close to 700 miles in, so I got a new
Okay.
pair at the next hospital, so I'm this way.
That's what I was going to ask you.
Yeah.
I
have those actually. Same color.
Everybody I've talked to say you're going to get around 300 miles out of those. So you got 700.
I did.
What gave out on them?
The tread's gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, you sure are. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's not really good on a muddy day like today, but oh yeah, did you get it?
Yeah.
It's,
Okay.
pretty much gone.
See any bears?
Yeah, I saw 5 bears in the Smokies. Maybe 10 minutes after I put my slip in the pond box.
Okay.
Saw a mom and a baby.
All right.
Yeah.
So how do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,000 miles?
Yeah, I'm a DJ back home. I had a little side job too, which it's all good to let go, and I'm just really excited to be out here, be my own boss, and just do it for myself.
And then the big question, as you've seen on the video, is why, man? 2,100 miles. What's driving you to get up in the rain and the snow and the mud?
Yeah, I mean, again, coming from Philadelphia, I just became a little jaded in the city, and I just wanted to come out, breathe some fresh air, see a lot of green, and take my time.
All right. Well, I won't hold you any longer. Godspeed in your travels, man. Good morning.
Morning.
Are you gunning for Katahdin?
Yeah.
When did you leave and where from?
I leave March 30, and I'm from northwestern part of Germany.
Mhm.
My hometown is Duisburg.
Okay.
It's the big river Rhine flows through it. Yeah.
Did you see the German documentary on the AT?
In 2013.
Okay.
And I hiked in 2014 the Appalachian Trail, and this is my second time.
Coming back.
Yeah.
Okay. You need to go out west, man, and go see the PCT.
I will.
All right. How do you get this much time, man, to hike 2,100 miles?
I quit my job and earned enough money to do it, and then, yeah, after the hike, I need to find a new job and earn money, and then hike the next big hike.
There you go. I understand Germany doesn't have this length of trails.
Yeah.
See any bears?
Yesterday. Yeah, I stayed at the rice field shelter, and like 100 yards from the shelter, you have a nice view on the.
Yeah, down the holler.
Yeah, down the hollow, and on somewhere on the other side of that hill or mountain, there was a bear activity. In the was it like 7 in the night.
Okay. And then just
no
walk.
puppies, but
yeah, just walk out and walk across.
no, just do his animal life.
I see.
I think he doesn't feel to be watched because we were like 10 people.
Okay.
And he just do his things and then disappears.
So, here's the big question, man. This is the end. Why do you want to hike 2,100 miles? What makes you get up every morning? You know, in the rain, the mud. What's the force there?
Challenge myself, and I cannot find challenge in my job, and so I did it outdoors.
There you go. Well, listen, Godspeed in your travels, man. Be safe, okay?
Yeah.
Thank you. So you can find it. Oops.
Sorry that I didn't say that.
No. All right. What's your trail name before I forget?
Pocket Fire.
Okay, man. Thanks. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you gunning for Katahdin?
I am.
So you're set, and I'm standing in your way. You're trying to get north, and I'm blocking the trail.
I was gonna say, yeah, I have miles to go today.
When did you start, and where?
April 10th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Springer?
I started at the approach trail.
Approach
but
trail.
yeah,
Okay. Where do you call home when you're not out here?
Boston. That's where
Boston.
I'm from. But I was
Okay.
living in New York the last 2 years.
All right. Seen any bears?
This morning, actually last night, it was my first bear, so it took over a fourth of the way to see a bear. Now I know they're real.
Yeah.
And it was like, we were at the shelter over there, and it was like in a field, like half a mile away. So it was a good distance away.
That's what some of the other hikers just a little bit ahead of you were saying. It was a
Yeah.
real show. They were just doing their thing, their bear thing, and ignoring everybody.
That's, one girl saw it, and then she came back to the shelter, and then an hour later, we were in our tents, like everyone was about to go to bed. And someone was like, "There's a bear!" And everyone like ran up the field to go see it.
Did I ask you your trail name?
I'm Sweet.
How'd you get it? There's always a story.
Oh man, yeah. I think it started with the piles of candy bars that I would buy and always asking for the dessert menu.
Okay. How do you get this much time to hike 2,000 miles plus?
Quit my job. I graduated college 2015, was working for a couple years, and I'd always wanted to do this. My grandma section hiked the AT like 30 years ago.
Cool.
And so she kind of inspired me, and I was like, life's short. You got to do things when
Yeah.
make the opportunity to do it.
She's still alive?
Yeah, she is.
Good,
She's
'cause-
following along on my Instagram.
Nice.
She got Instagram just for this.
Well, you can tell Granny about this video and
Yeah,
everybody help
for
pump up
sure.
the views. The big question.
Okay.
Why? Why do you want to
Oh my
hike
gosh.
2,100 plus miles? What's driving you every
That's
morning to
hard.
get outside?
There's definitely more than one reason. I was looking for the lifestyle change, and the challenge of it really intrigued me. I thought it was a cool opportunity to meet people that were probably different than the people I met growing up and working in New York City. But I would say overall it was you hear there's a trail that goes from Georgia to Maine. It was just kind of oh my gosh, that exists. I've got to go walk it.
Okay. The shoes, I'm trying to see what you're wearing, but they're so muddy I can't tell.
I know, these are actually new shoes too. I replaced them a week ago. They're the Salomon Trail Runners.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are they working for you?
They're working really well. I know a lot of people use the Ultra, but these are a little bit more support for me, and I like that. So
Okay.
they've been good so far.
Well, I won't hold you up any longer. Godspeed in your travels and be safe.
Thank you. So nice.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right. You gunning for Katahdin?
Yes, hopefully.
Okay. When did you leave and where from?
I left from Springer Mountain April 6th.
Okay. Let me have your trail name before I forget.
My trail name is Dutchy.
Dutchy?
Dutchy
Okay.
from the Netherlands.
All right. So are you from the Netherlands?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I was wondering. I detected a little accent there, but wasn't sure. What do you think of the trail so far? Is it harder than what you anticipated, or?
It's definitely rainier than I thought, but it's good.
Okay.
It's fun. I found a good group. So
you got a tramway already then?
Oh, yeah, for
actually.
sure. Yeah.
How's everything holding up this far in? Your feet, blisters, all that stuff?
The feet are good. It's just the knee. My knee is a little bumped. I have an old soccer injury.
Oh, so you had it already?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
But it's not going to stop me.
How do you get this much time to hike 2,000 plus miles?
I quit my job.
Okay.
I'm a PE teacher back home.
Okay.
And, I just quit my job. I needed some adventure in my life.
So you go back and be a PE teacher again, right?
Oh, yeah,
I'm
for
sure.
sure. Yeah.
If they need teachers over there like they do here in the States.
Mm-hmm, for sure.
See the bears last night? We were at the shelter.
Yeah, we saw a bear from a distance.
Yeah, they were saying he was just doing his thing. You guys watched the show.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, we were all in our tents, and one guy yelled, there's a bear. So we all got up. And
Yeah. Anybody have any popcorn to pass around or anything?
No,
Yeah.
unfortunately not.
Yeah, right.
That would be awesome.
So the last question here. Why you want to hike 2,100 miles? What's driving you, man?
Basically, it's just adventure. I've done a lot of backpacking already, and I just wanted to do something different, something really adventurous.
Okay.
So, yeah,
All right.
I got it. This is one big adventure.
Okay, Dutchy, thanks a lot for the interview.
Yeah, no worries.
Godspeed in your travels and be safe. Good morning.
Morning, how are you?
It's still morning. I'm doing good. You're charging up the hill and I'm getting your way here. Are you gunning for Katahdin?
Absolutely.
Okay. When did you leave and where from?
I started on March 31st at the approach trail in Amacola Falls.
Okay. Everything going well this far in?
So far, those steps on the approach trail gave my knee a little work, but after 2 weeks of wearing a knee brace, I was good.
Okay, good. Let me have your trail name before I forget.
My trail name is Beats because I carry the speaker and I'm always playing music.
How do you spell that? B-E-A-T?
B-E-A-T-S.
Okay. All righty. So how you get this much time, man?
So you got to sacrifice everything. You got to go. You got to let everything go and just don't look back.
Okay. Seen any bears?
I saw one. Even though I played music, I still saw one, like a medium-sized one, skip across the trail not too long ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been hearing up here. There's 2 cubs and a mom up around Rice Field Shelter. Everybody's telling me they see them. Where's home when you're not here?
New Jersey.
Okay.
Perth Amboy, New Jersey. I'm the first guy from Perth Amboy to even attempt this.
Is that right? Yeah. Are you close to the trail? Like family or anybody will come out and see you, or you take a few 0 days while
I
you're
have
there?
a few people that might come out, but I'm an hour and a half away from the trail.
All right, man. Here comes the last question. It's the big one, as I like to say. 2,100 miles. What's driving you to get up every morning? Every morning. Rain, snows, whatever. Mud. There's something there.
I mean, there's definitely a fire inside me, but the fact that I haven't completed anything significant in my life.
Okay.
You know?
All right. I won't hold you any longer, man. Godspeed in your travels. Be safe.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
We're right here by the road, Pearisburg, and you're heading up the hill. What's your trail name?
Blueberry.
Blueberry, how'd you get it? There's always a story behind
There's always a story. All of my rain gear, my pants and my jacket and my pack cover were various shades of blue and purple. But that's when I did the first 700 miles in 2012.
Okay. So you're section hiking?
Well, no, I started at Springer this year.
Oh, so
again.
you're going to walk some of the stuff
yeah,
again. Okay.
I'm just coming back to do a true through hike.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you get this much time?
I was working kind of contract based and freelance stuff, so I really just, it was my decision when I wanted to go. And luckily, a lot of people in my community and my family were really supportive. So.
Oh, that's nice. Where are you from, Ben?
Winston-Salem, North Carolina.
Yeah, we're from Wilmington.
Oh, okay. Yeah, lovely.
And the big question is, why do you want to hike 2,200 miles? What drives you to do this in the rain? And
I'm kind of testing something out that my desire to do something is enough of a reason to do it.
That's right.
So,
all right, well, I won't hold you any longer. I know you got to get up the hill. Godspeed in your travels and be safe. Where
does the trail go?
Right there. They're standing on the trail.
Right, but after that.
She's bored with us. She's bored with us.